let's first fix this mass transit system. Alright, let's go to mass transit. Let's get ourselves some new bus stops. Find out where they're being affected the most, effectively the most used, and let's plop some down over there. Now this is an inefficient way of doing stuff with a region where you got houses and commercial blocks occupying almost the same area. If you want a small thriving population to begin with the start, yes, you could try something like this, but it's not gonna get you anywhere. It's just gonna have this kind of problem that's going on around here. So to avoid that, now we'll fix that second. Let's start with the mass transit since we already got here. We'll put one bus stop in this part of the map, one bus stop in this block. Okay, people are gonna get in over here. I don't see the point of having this over here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. One bus stop down there. Then in the commercial district, we have one bus stop in the region already. So we're gonna put one more bus stop on the boulevard, the main boulevard. This is downtown. Okay, I'm gonna put one more bus stop right the highlights. No, we have another bus stop, so we're not gonna worry so much. So put one bus stop down here. We have one of these, so we're not gonna worry so much. It's already got a lot of them. You can put. No, people are gonna come back to work over here. But anyway, let's put one more bus stop down here. One more here. People on that side already in love with that area. Put one bus stop next to the main houses. One bus stop over here. There is no one bus stop here. This region's also got another car system, car pay and park, pay and ride. So we're gonna have one more bus stop here. One bus stop here. One bus stop here. There. Same over here. No, not enough simoleons. Okay. So for now, we have managed to. Let's see what kind of impact have we had on the city so far. All right. Anyway, this bus stop is not. No, that's a shuttle depot. That's sorry. I made a mistake. The shuttle depot is in a pretty good place. It starts outside the city. I would have preferred if the shuttle depot began over here as soon as you enter the city, because you just have to park your vehicle and take off. Now here's the thing: when this city starts expanding, this main boulevard that you see over here is going to be very, very congested. Now to ease that congestion, we'll have to expand the boulevard a bit by adding in a secondary two tributary boulevards on either side, so that the road density doesn't increase. Now as you can see, the road density is already started to increase because we've taken out most of all the bus stops in the area and keeping it down to a few. That even helps our costing, so we're not paying a lot of money to maintain these bus stops, which is good. People might start complaining about the high taxes, but they've got to deal with it for now because we need the money to start work. So let's take a look at the commercial and zonal issues that are going on right here, right now. Okay, now first thing off, you can see this, the green residential and the commercial districts are overlapping. That's not a very good thing. Maybe in other cities it's a good thing, but not when it comes to these kind of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that completely into a commercial region. So I'm just going to hold down control and remove, put the game on pause, remove all of these regions, zones. I'm going to find out where we're going to get some commercial stuff happening. Now ideally, the proper place to have the commercial district would be on either side of a main boulevard, so that when people come into the city, they want to shop first from outside the region. So we shall do that, but we need to get some economies going. So I'm gonna convert this entire block into a commercial district. So I want to hold on control and do one left click. Same over here. Same over here. I could extend this entire area into a commercial district and here as well, but I don't want to do that right now. I just want to save a lot of people. Let's just make this a residential as well. If they want to expand, at least they'll expand there a bit, but that's just for now. We're also gonna get rid of the water station over here, because the water station's in a very bad place, because this is what it's causing for the people around the water station. Very low. The happiness is high, but not that high because of this little water station right over there. Because we put the land value up, no one's gonna like staying next to a water pump. I mean, who wouldn't want to stay next to a water pump? It's loud, noisy. Okay. Wow, let's extend this boulevard so that we have this entire area at the back of the city. We're gonna convert that completely into our utilities area. So you're gonna have your sewage treatment plant, your water stations, even your recycling system. Like the entire recycling system can be on this side as well, and including the garbage collection units. Now, it is, if your city gets more educated, you don't need this big a garbage collection unit over here, because you could just burn off some of the garbage. I mean, yes, we're creating a lot of air pollution from that, but it's a small amount of garbage which is not going to affect the entire region, because the wind direction is in this is northwards, because you can tell from the smokestack that's over here. And this is an oil plant. Now we're also going to get rid of the oil plant very soon and convert that into a green power. So we're going to be looking at either wind, but wind's a little bit too slow in this region, I suppose. We can go with the solar energy, because that's pretty good. And if we get them really smart, we'll go straight for nuclear. Yes, it's going to be a very bad thing if people don't know how to operate it. We're going to have a huge nuclear Chernobyl incident going on over here, but I'd risk it. I'd gamble with this. So it's going to be either solar and nuclear. As for the city, as it gets more greener, we're going to start adding in the Nissan Leaf charging stations. They're going to make people feel more happy that they're using green power as well to power their cars. That's pretty good. Alright, let's get to it. Let's increase this road. Okay, select that. I'm going to hold down shift. I'm going to make a straight road right down to about there. Yeah, right to about there. And I'm going to extend it in not enough simoleons. Okay, and we're going to extend it in this direction and that direction. So I'm going to go left and right with this main road. Now you'll be thinking to yourself, gee, why would we use such a long main road with 4 lanes for the utilities? Well, when we start expanding, we're going to be putting in the city, the streetcars, which is in the mass transit section. Streetcars, and these stations are very good when you plop them down outside the main city, so people don't get irritated by the maintenance work and everything that goes on at this streetcar station. And once that gets done, it will use the streetcars from there, like the bus depot, to go out into the rest of the city. So let's see how that works. It's a good thing right now that we're producing so much simoleons. That's very, very, very good. Alright, so let's speed this up. I'm going to press 3 and increase the speed. We're going to see what that does for the rest of the city right now. A lot of people coming in one by one. Alright, now second plan of attack is going to be to make this housing district. Oh wow, more abandoned places. Let's just cause of low land value. I would not disagree with them, because low land value means that it's gonna be bad. Now as the mayor, I have to make certain executive decisions. So as my first executive decision, we are going to get rid of this entire block, these two blocks over here. We're gonna get completely, we're gonna demolish them. We're gonna lose a lot of revenue because of that, but in the long run that would help save the city of Falkland Blick. So let's find a nice place to, okay, this seems to be a nice area, so we'll get rid of that entire region. So we're just gonna hit pause on the game, and I am going to remove this entire area, even these main roads, side roads. Remove that. We're gonna get rid of all the houses in this area, one by one by one by one. I love demolishing stuff. Okay, now see, while doing that, we could do it exactly over here as well, but we got the mayor's city hall over here. We got the city hall. We're not going to destroy the city hall as yet, because first we want to improve the suburbs, then we'll start improving the main city. I mean, many people decide to improve the main city before they go to the suburbs, but let's just stick with this for now. Let's make this a little more better place to live. Okay, we're going to do that. We'll press N to lower the, no, we're going to raise the road. No, we're going to lower the road just a smidge. Okay, lowering the road is not the way to go. No, let's try that again. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that for now. That works. I mean, we're not gonna get much benefit on either side, but for now this is a good way to get to the main hub of this part, so we can get rid of these two side roads. We don't need the utility roads anymore. We'll get rid of them, and now the main traffic will start pouring out from here. So now for this to work, we've got to create a new sort of ecosystem, because having roads like this diagonally and all, nice to begin with, but you don't want to actually stick to them. You're gonna want to make better road systems. Now we don't have the cash right now to do all that, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back into our zoning. We're going to, okay, it's already been repurposed, so we're not running so much. We're gonna start filling up these small gaps. We just don't want to lose on an income for the sake of, you know, our splurging behaviors. No, we don't want to have a road over here as well, because sorry, we don't have a zone right over here, because if they do develop, then this area is going to start getting congested with the road. We want to make this our main artery for the entire city. We don't want to make any other place the main artery. We don't want to clog up something else. So now I'm going to unpause. I'm going to go back into the game on high speed, and let's see what we get. As you can see, traffic has improved dramatically in this area because of this one change. Yes, we are going to have a small congestion problem, but that is because people are trying to get used to the new road systems and all we're going to be putting in place. We're not looking for rapid expansion right now. We're looking for sustainable expansion, because our next agenda right now is to finish up this road and move the water pumping station all the way over there. Because here's a nice trick that SimCity developers had added in, is that every time you send your sewage for processing to a sewage treatment plant, it adds drinkable water back into the ground. So if we go to our water table, as you can see, this water table is improved over here because of this sewage treatment plant. Now I agree, yes, there is a lot of polluted water over here, but we can fix that. Because once we add a new sewage treatment plant over here, and we put a filtration water pumping station over here, all this polluting water will be a thing of the past. I can almost guarantee it'll be a thing of the past. So let's get back to our city. You can see we got new buildings coming up here, left, right, and center. People seem to be enjoying themselves a bit. I'm just gonna be ignoring these side quests for right now, because we want to get the city back up to speed. Because we have a power issue. What seems to be the power issue over here? We are low on oil. Well, I guess as much we will be low on oil, considering that we don't have any sort of way of extracting oil. So we're going to be skipping right ahead to putting in a wind power plant or the solar power plant. Let's see which one comes up first. Alright, many people are trying to enter our city, which is very good. This is what we wanted to see. A lot of traffic, lots and lots of traffic. Okay, money seems to be coming in. Residential areas seem to be developing. The taxes seem to be too high. Well, if I have to rebuild the city, I have to make the taxes high. I'm not going to be bending that for y'all. Alright, let's expand this road, and since we already got some cash, let's do that right now. If we had enough cash to pay back these loans, we would want to ideally do that so that we don't have to start paying them the interest. So might as well get rid of these bonds early on, but we don't have that much cash on us. So let's just expand these roads for now. You're not worried so much. We're just gonna expand it right to the end. Expand this one up to here. Let's see what we'll do later on. If we can expand over here, is if we get a nice city up all the way up here, we can run another road, and we can make it like a zigzag, snaky kind of road all the way up here to meet on this plateau. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Okay, as you can see, the congestion problem is, well, minimum. Not much congestion going on here. That's because of this park and ride station that is right over there. Fire is still on everyone's minds. I agree. By having a really big fire station in your area is not gonna help you that much always. So we don't expand any of these right now, because see, they're putting out almost all the fires. There's no fire as such. What seems to be everyone's problem is that we've got a epidemic of illnesses going on right now. So we want to be looking at getting in a lot of medical care into this area. Let's see. Some people complaining that taxes are too high. I can't. Well, see, you want to have a better city, so you're gonna have to deal with all the tax shifts. Cause of that was the taxes being too high. It was burnt in a fire. Let's see, burning in a fire. Okay, taxes being too high. I cannot help that. It has got to be done. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can put down a clinic. We don't have any clinic. We're just running off one city, bringing in all their clinic coverage. So 20,000 for that. We've got a lot of injuries, a lot of deaths, a lot of sicknesses. Now, ideally, if I had more cash on me, I would put down the clinic immediately, but I'll have to wait a few minutes or so till I can get some cash, because putting in about almost 2k is good if you had a lot of cash on you, but we don't have a lot of cash. We just got like a bare minimum, and one ambulance doing the entire city is not fair to anyone, no matter who you might be. It is not fair whatsoever. Well, we've reached the city limits of adding in a mayor's house. What a place to put the mayor's house, right in the smack dab in the middle of the city. I would want to put it outside the city, but we gotta put it somewhere. Now, why did I lose money? Crude oil! Of course, crude oil is our worst enemy. So, what I'm gonna do for now, just so that we don't ever have to worry about crude oils rearing its ugly head, we're going to add a wind power plant. Generally, adding in a wind power plant is not good, but we've got to do it. We've really got to do it. How much is the city using right now? It only needs 15 watts, and we're producing about almost 152 watts. How much are you producing? Producing about 2 watts. So if we can pump you with more funds, could we? Yes, we could. Let's just start doing that. Let's just plop down some of these power plants and bring up the amount of power that it's using. So it's good. Okay, we're going up to 5 watts now. Very good, very good. As you get more, once you get up to about 16 watts, we'll get rid of the polluting coal power plant, so that we don't even have to pay for anything. Because see, we're buying crude oil for 12k. Good when you want to rapidly expand, not so good in the long run. Alright, we're getting up to getting another power plant. Okay, we're gonna add one more power plant in, and let's since we're here, let's spruce it up. Let's make it look nice. Alright, let's tell the world and the city of Falkland Blink that we've got wind. As you can see, there we go, wind. Now how much are we producing? We're going 8 watts. That's good, that's very good. When we get about let's say 2, maybe 3 more wind turbines, and we should be good. And once that's done, we'll get rid of that, and that should do it. Once we get that for today's episode, as of now. Alright, let's see. Can we get more power into the city? Okay, now we've got 10,000 in the bank, so can we add 2 more in? Yeah, let's add 2 more in. 1, and let's increase this road. Can we go left? Yeah, let's hold down shift. Oh, okay, you don't get anything from that side. Let's go this side. There we go. I want to put this big guy in because I got 5 watts out of it. So let's just wait and get 5 watts. 4 more watts out of that. Alright, 10 watts. Now if we put in the heavy duty wind turbine, we'll get a lot of power out of that. So that means we can already start thinking about getting rid of this heavy polluter right over there. Let's find out why this land value problem came up. Okay, let's go to land value. There's a lot of... Okay, this should be a very high area, but people are complaining for some reason. That is because the taxes, I told you all 1,000 times, the taxes are going to be a problem. We can't help that. A lot of density issues. Happiness, a lot of bad density issues. Now see, over here it's very good because they got access to almost all utilities, shopping, whatnot. Now see, if you want people to be happy over here, you gotta have a shopping district. They're not going, they're lazy. They're just going to not going to leave their homes. They want to buy stuff online, and they start complaining that why isn't it not getting delivered? Like, come on. So we shall tackle that in a later episode. Oh, we got a factory which seems to have reached its demise as well. High taxes, too much of crime. Why wouldn't we not know that? Okay. As things improve in the city, a lot of the times these houses will be less abandoned. Education helps. People want to travel a lot. Alright. 17,000. Can we do it? Yes. And now we've got an extremely big wind turbine. And let's see what power we're getting. We're getting about 15.4k. Very good indeed. Alright, let's do it one more time. Let's increase this road just a bit, just a smidge. Yeah, just a smidge. And we'll add one more wind turbine here, and we'll run a road, these utility roads right down to this main road. It's not gonna do anything about making more traffic run through here. I mean, it's just, it looks a little bit nice. Okay. Now let's see, let's close that. We don't want to see that. Let's put the wind turbine down. Okay, are we producing? Yes, we're bringing 20 watts of electricity. Now let's go to our electrical supply and see what we need. We only need 15. So, in the eve of our city turning green, we are going to get rid of the oil power plant. Do you want to bulldoze it? Yes, I do. Goodbye, air pollution. Hello, green. And see, getting rid of that one station increase the revenue. People are going to be very happy when that happens. Let's see, what can we possibly do? Well, as you can see, there's a lot of pollution going on here right now, which is good. In this one area, not so good in the others. Wow, see, getting rid of one pollutant problem has increased density. One pollution problem increased the density of the entire region. Y'all are really beginning to annoy me. So I am going to close that. No, I'm not going to increase your, not going to lower your taxes whatsoever. You all deserved it for going and staying in this high residential area and being so lazy that you don't want to come to the city and start buying stuff. Well, our traffic problem is going to increase. That's a given. With the amount of shoppers and tourists and students and workers and all such traveling to the city, it's going to be a problem. Okay. With the city producing power, we're gonna see how much power we're running on. We're at the bare minimum of power, which is okay for us. We're not worried as such. So yeah, that should do it for today's episode of Rebuild SimCity. In our next episode, we shall try to tackle the housing problem in this area. And if we get the time, add in our utilities so that the entire utility section is taken care of. We've already moved our electricity utility over here, and soon enough we should have a reclamation unit for recycling over there. Hello, and this is just a small side note about today's episode. I realized that we had no funds left to begin with when we reclaimed Falcon Brick. So I'm just gonna leave Falcon Brick on high speed for a couple of minutes or so that we can improve the funds coming into the city, so so that when we have the second episode out, we will have enough funds to start building the city instead of waiting for the city to go into a ultra high speed mode. So I hope you all like this video, so please like and subscribe to my channel, comment as well below, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.